No, no, actually, it seems better. Yeah, it's way okay. It's way better actually.
Brigands have run
Something with the hook then between OBS Studio when it was actually hooking into the game engine. Something there didn't like it, but it seems to be working fine in monitor capture. We got like no real problems. What's the name gimmick this time? I'm thinking we'll probably just name them after subscribers. Is the frame locked any option? I don't think so.
Dispatch this thug in brutal fashion.
Oh, don't worry. I'm all about dispatching thugs. Also, if it was a frame problem, Steam Verify file saves the day again. I mean, it didn't change anything, though. All the verification did was say, yeah, all your files are okay. It was switching to monitor capture that appears to have fixed the problem. Suits me. I don't really mind. Whatever the method is, as long as the game works and you guys can watch me play it, I'm a happy camper. I'm about dispatching thugs if it means going down on them. Well, Watch as Pete successfully shoots trouble in the face. I live to shoot trouble in the face, though, Chad. I probably should have turned off the tutorials, because I don't really... I mean, I've played enough Darkest Dungeon at this point. Tutorials don't really need them.
Now it must be carried home. Leave nothing unchecked. There is much to be found in forgotten places.
Yeah, there's much to be found, like this whip-wielding thug.
Ambush. Send these vermin a message.
Don't call them vermin. Okay, Wayne June, when did you get so disagreeable? When did Wayne June become the bad guy here? I mean, he used to be an okay, relatively congenial fellow, reminding us about stuff like overconfidence being a slow and insidious killer. But suddenly, he's gone full douchebag. When did you get... Wayne June, you got bitter, dog. He's like bitter and angry. More blanket firing. Alright. Ever got closure on your Shakespeare campaign? No, we didn't, but that's because, again, I installed the Shieldbreaker DLC, and when I did, it borked the save. So there was nothing we could do to bring it back. My save game was completely corrupted. I'm not gonna lie though, I am gonna miss the jesters. I do love the fools. Shakespearean fools, they're my favorite. Soft spot for those guys.
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
Bummer. Yeah, I was also bummed. Ow, that hurt though. Point blank shot right in the snot locker. That's not doing us any good. We may be on death's door here very shortly if Dismas doesn't come through. He comes through in the clutch with the monster slice, though. A little bit of stress relief as well. Picked up a bandage. Very funny, Darkest Dungeon. Give me a bandage well after it's too late. No, I'm going to continue adventuring because there's a chest here that I know is trapped. I always open the traps, Jet. I mean, I can't help myself. I know it's trapped, and I know it's pointless to do that, and yet I always open it anyway because I'm like, maybe this time it'll be different. Rip Malvolio. Yeah. Did I pity Shakespeare's fools? No, by and large, Shakespeare's fools are anything but. A little bit of treasure, a little bit of food, a little bit of EXP, Reynard and Dismas, though. Didn't Falstaff have bulimia? Yes, we did have a bulimic Falstaff. It was pretty funny. What crippling personality quirks did our highwayman pick up right there?
Such as it is.
Hold on, what did you just get? Yeah. What did you get? Ruminator.
Ruminator.
Oh my god, that's one of the worst perks I have ever seen. He takes a penalty to stress healing? That's fucking terrible, though. I'm tempted to just immediately fire him. Oh, Reynard, though, you know, he's a staunch, God-fearing kleptomaniac, because there's nothing... Hey, wait a minute. Are you allowed to be God-fearing and also a kleptomaniac? Isn't one of the 10 commandments thou shalt not steal? And isn't it, like, relatively close to the top? Alright. Well, let's see. We got a God-fearing kleptomaniac. This man is a complete dichotomy. He's a contradiction in terms, so we're just going to call him Poseidon J. I'm inserting a space because I feel that you need one. Highwayman. Who's a robber? Well, you know, Iskar is constantly stealing hearts, so let's just do Iskar Jirak here. There we go. Get him in. contradiction in terms. Who doesn't want to be in the darkest dungeon run? Everybody want to be in the darkest dungeon run. Everybody. Now let's hire some new people here. Iskar, I mean, he's stealing hearts, I'm telling you, all day. What, excuse me? Darkest dungeon? Hello? Thank you. Man, okay, so monitor mode really doesn't like it when you move the focus. Noted. What do we got on... Yes, I know what the stagecoach does.
Soldiers and outlaws, fools and corpses. All will find their way to us now that the road is clear.
I don't remember Wayne June being this bitter, but he calls these guys fools and corpses just because they had the temerity to show up. Well, we need someone with a completely poisonous disposition to be our plague doctor here. I mean, who's feeling especially poisonous here? Who's feeling particularly toxic? Oh, well, there we go. That's an easy one. Done. All right. And then who's going to be the savior? The heartbreaker. It's got to be Ornan on this one. Ornan, you get to be our damsel. Congratulations. Not that you're a distressed damsel, but Perfidious Pete upgrade the stagecoach to get 4 heroes every time. Colonel is the heartbreaker and the life taker.
Most will end up here.
I think Colonel is more of a hellion if cut of my jib. Ornan is carrying us in every game. That's why Ornan is our Vestal. He's responsible for who lives and who dies. That's just Ornan's bit. He's good at video games, so he gets to be responsible for who lives and who dies. Doing another expansion, Crimson Court, very excited. Yeah, I did hear about the Darkest Dungeon upcoming expansion, and I am very stoked. Yes, I'm looking forward to playing it. We should upgrade. Do we want... Well, we could get more heroes, and I think we go bam and get a third. We're not going to be able to get to 4 heroes. Hero barracks to 13. Do we want to do that right away, or would we rather save some of those few precious deeds? Oh, the blacksmith isn't even unlocked yet. You know what? Since the blacksmith isn't even unlocked yet, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and bump our hero barracks size.
Heroes can be found even here. In the mud.
Ever take a look at Pitch Black Dungeon? Yeah, I perused it, but by the time I got around to being interested in Pitch Black Dungeon, it kind of looked like it was on its way to going into late development Long War territory or Long War II development territory, where it just looked more grindy and abusive than actually fun.
A mecca of madness and morbidity. Your work begins.
Madness and morbidity? What are we, like, crazy and also overweight? You know, Wayne June, I struggle with my weight. I don't really need you pointing out my foibles, thanks. Jerk. What do we got? I'm just want to take a look at our abilities. Okay, we got both of the heals. That's good. Mace Bash, less good. Hand of Light, not good at all. How do we do on our Blinding Gas, Plague Grenade? Okay, we did get Noxious Blast, but... Our Highwayman came out okay, and Reynard, of course, Poseidon J is Poseidon. Alright, well, we gotta unlock some stuff before we can get anything else going. I don't necessarily like these skills. We gotta go in the dungeon. We're going to unlock more skills.
Now in gold. Later.
I'm aware that you can convert deeds into other kinds of deeds. I don't want to convert because you always lose. That's a negative ratio. I'd really rather just unlock the stagecoach and get some more dudes. What we lack in selection will make up for in size. I'm assuming that's the motto of everyone who's ever agreed to go on a date with Perfidious Pete. What we lack in quality and variety will make up for in size. I mean, this dude's kind of bulky. Pitch Black Dungeon is kind of grindy. Yeah. So, we get a short run. Let's take... We have a healer, so we probably don't need... Let's take 1 stack of food. Let's go with, like... Torches are a little more important now. Let's take... You know... Yeah, let's take 10 torches. We do want to be a little cautious with our gold here early. I gotta be a bit penurious, if you will. Penurious? I gotta pinch pennies. Gotta be frugal. Cheap, if you will. Gotta be cheap. Laudanum, as I recall, is the thing that gets rid of horror. I don't really anticipate us running into any of that. We can cure poison and bleed, so we don't really need any bandages. We should still take 1... Oh, we already actually had 1. Saw that back. We should still take 1 bandage in case we run into the interactable. Likewise for medicinal herbs. On a short mission, we're not going to find a secret room, so you know what? I'm going to forego the key. Save us 250 bucks. And let's get down in. I'd also like more dudes. Who doesn't like more dudes, Chad? Everybody likes more dudes. So if we want to do a full sweep, our goal is to explore 90% of rooms, which means we can skip one. We don't have the greatest pattern for that. We'll have to backtrack one. Not the end of the world. Forward into the unknown. Okay, who's going to be Chief Looter? I think probably we'll have Reynald do it. And by Reynald, I mean, of course, Iskar. Iskar's going to be checking all of the checkables. The guy's got good luck when it comes to opening loot crates. He's your go-to man. He's our boy. We have nothing we can do except battlefield medicine. Or, you know what? Let's emboldening vapors our boy Reynald. Give him a little damage boost. Until we can get the skills that we like, we're going to have to stick with what... Well, we're just going to work the skills we got. Divine Heal. If we critical that, we might get a little bit of stress relief. These guys cannot bleed. Let's just bullet one in the face. And then with our Jacques, we're going to get at minimum of 1 kill. This guy's all but done. Bump in the night. Iskar get a little bit of a club to the face. Just go ahead and slice him. We don't need to... Payback's a bitch. You don't mess around with Iskar. Unlock strong box. Don't mind if I do. Inside, we have a shovel, and hey, we got a relic already. All right, equip that. Ornan already picking up fat swag. The man is the swag master. Fortunately, we have a shovel, and we found another shovel. It's actually good that we found that shovel, because I forgot to bring shovels. It's been a long time since I played Darkest Dungeon. I'm going to be a little rusty. Blinding gas. We could also... You know what? I would rather stun you. Don't know what our... Yeah, our chance of that may have been terrible. What's your stun resistance? You have no particular stun resistance in. That's fine. These guys have 10 health. What do we do for just base damage here? Open vein does what? 4 to 8. Not enough. So we're not going to get the kill, but we can go for the Grape Shot Blast. If we soften those guys up, maybe a Jacques will be enough to get the job done. Iskar took a little bit of a whap to the face there. Let's patch him back up. You're unstunned. Comes the Graveyard Slash. They did the slash. The Graveyard Slash. They did the slash. They cut Poseidon in his ass. You pull me forward, I'm going to smash you in the head with a mace, lady. You don't want to pull my boy Ornan. He's got a big hammer in his back pocket. He knows how to use it. I'm not talking about his actual hammer. I'm talking about his penis. It's big. Dude is hung like a bear. That should be... He resisted, though. You piece of shit. Do we have anything that can hit that back rank? We do not. Well, we could Bulwark of Faith, which, you know what? If nothing else, gives us a little torchlight. We'll torch it up. Alright, finish. Don't resist this one, though. Stick to poison. God damn it. You know what? You deserve the damage. I'm not healing you. Can't wait until you've got trinkets, Pete, so you can forget to bring them. There's somebody who has watched me play a considerable amount of Darkest Dungeon right there, because they know exactly how I roll when it comes to trinkets. We have exactly one trinket, and I'm going to forget to unequip or re-equip it for the rest of the run. Which way would we rather backtrack? I think we'll go down and back. I'm aware we could just go around the outside and skip that room altogether, but we might as well go for the full clear. Why leave loot? And Poseidon J is going to help himself to all of that. Yeah. You know what, Poseidon? You're selfish, man. Selfish. Do a dark run. It's too early to be doing stuff in the dark, though. We actually should have put on more light before we got into this fight. It's too early for mucking about in the inky black darkness. We can't really afford to get a lot of stress early. That's a recipe for disaster. Guess we'll patch up. We got a little bit of damage scattered around. That critical's going to get us a little bit of stress relief. I'd really like to kill this man. We would have to get max damage to get a kill there. Our Jacques really let us down. 9 aggregate damage is okay, but I was hoping for a kill on the bone rabble to save us a little incoming. Bone's about to die. Don't worry, Nick. We'll be around for a while. You can plug her back in. Great shot, Iskar. That's what happens when you trust your life to a Canadian. You know, if you'd grown up in America with ready access to assault rifles, you wouldn't have a problem with missing those shots. You'd be an inbred warrior. Just, it's innate. It's in all of our blood down here in America. We know how guns work. You Canadians with your reasonable gun laws. No idea how to actually handle a firearm. Ouch. Light is fading. Double kill from the Jacques. Very nice. Alright, you gotta finish this man off. Alright, so Iskar has no idea how to use his blunderbuss, but when it comes to pistols, he's okay. The Blackest of Fates, though, I wanted to read about the adventures of Darius Rucker, lead singer of Hootie and the Blowfish, and also now a country western superstar. You know, when you go to a Darius Rucker country show, do you think he does the Hootie and the Blowfish covers? Do you think he just does his own stuff? I'd be salty if I went and he didn't play at least one song from Fairweather Johnson, I'm not gonna lie. Do we want to key it? You know what? Let's go ahead and key it. Used to go plinking with a 22 when I was 13. Yeah, it's why you're doing like 2 damage with that rifle. Small caliber. Down here in the States, we learned to shoot with like, 50 caliber. You gotta learn on a 50 cal when you're 6. Big enough that it breaks your shoulder the first time you fire it. That way, you grow up with the respect for the firearm. Silverdale's pretty close to freaking out with the stress there. If we were gonna have a boat anchor, I mean, we always knew who it was gonna be. Man, we're finding all kinds of traps.
Traps lie in wait.
Here's an idea, guys. Consider finding traps with something other than your faces, though. Give me the aggregate damage. It's not fantastic, but overall, it's respectable. These guys are blightable. I'd really rather stun the Arbalester if possible. He has a 10% stun resistance and still resisted our stun. I hate everything. Alright, Silverdale getting his face sliced off. That's fine, he wasn't using it. He's got the mask, he doesn't need a face. The mask is all of the, face-forward world presentation that he needs. Maybe we get to stun again this time? There we go! Finally. A little bit of AoE damage. Iskar finally found his gumption. Where'd you leave your gumption? Was it under your boots? I bet it was under your boots. Got new boots and he put his gumption under there. Couldn't find it.
The path is clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
We'll drop a big heal. An ant has no quarrel with a boot. And this Arbalester definitely has a quarrel with Iskar. Well, there's some guaranteed damage from the Blight. It's not going to matter, though, because suddenly Iskar's found his... Again, I'm telling you, the guy found his gumption. Now he's lights out. Holy Fountain. I think we just touch it, and it gives us stress relief. Water reinvigorates the hero. Okay, so it's a heal and stress relief. Good. If you guys thought I didn't know what trinkets did before, just you wait. Now that it's been a while since I played, I'm never going to figure out a trinket ever again, though. It's going to be 100% guesswork. Iskar definitely disarming that trap. No stress relief for Iskar, of course, because he didn't have any. He may not be a great shot, but what he is a cool customer. Keeps his head in a crisis. God damn it, Poseidon, you thieving bastard. Okay, that's not an insignificant amount of gold you just stole from us, douche. What a jerk. Oh, don't mind me, Pete. I'll just help myself to this treasure. besides making me salty. We're going to continue adventuring. We might as well hit this last room. It could have loot. There could be mad swag in here. There could be a swag-topus for all we know. I mean, probably not. If there's a swag-topus in the playthrough, he probably lives in the cove. We don't have a shovel, though, so... You know what? I don't want to take the stress for whatever is in this room. Let's just bail out. Quest is complete. We're done. I'm not digging through that and taking a whole bunch of stress for nothing. Yep. I mean, this is all well and good. We got 4 deeds, which is sweet. Couple crests, a little bit of gold. We got a debuff charm, which, I mean, I suppose we could throw on somebody, even though it's not fantastic. A little bit of resolve. Iskar, what'd you pick up this? Suddenly he has a lazy eye, but he hates... God damn, Iskar, you're a walking calamity, though. Ornan has dark temptation, don't we all?
The plume and the pistol.
So we need to hire somebody so we can send Iskar in to get rid of some of his billion negative quirks. Ruminator is terrible. Lazy Eye is terrible for a dude who's basically all range skills. Who should we have firing the weapons in our squad? I don't know. What about the guy with the Lazy Eye? Seems like he'd be a good choice. Let's just do the Lazy Eye guy. We can upgrade the lab. No, we don't want to do... Actually, we don't want to do any of these things. Is the sanitarium is actually not open yet. That's bad. We do have the tavern open if we need a little bit of stress relief. Nice. We don't, though.
Promise solace to the weary and broken alike.
What we need is like a LASIK procedure to correct Iskar's lazy eye. What a fantastic selection of initial heroes. 2 occultists and an antiquarian who is hot garbage. So you have sacrificial stab, which I like. Weakening curse is pretty good. Weird reconstruction. Hands from the abyss is trash. You fear beasts and mankind, although you are an eldritch slayer. Yeah, call me crazy, but I'm thinking you are not getting hired. You have a fear of beasts, and you don't like the... You suck also, and your skills are terrible. So, no. The antiquarian actually has all the skills we like, except for fortifying vapors. Protect me is good. Invigorating vapors is actually bad. Festering vapors and nervous stab are both good. Really, all we need is fortifying vapors. Deviant tastes. Not allowed to visit the brothel. Alright, and she's got the yips, though. These guys all suck. You know what? I'm not taking any of you. You're all terrible. Let's spend our cash to upgrade the number of selectable heroes to 4, and I really think we just go on another mission then. There's no benefit to hanging around here.